Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I will try it again. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Perfect, much better. Great. Especially that corner on the left. Well done. Very good. And Shabbat Shalom to all our friends and congregants that are joining us online, and all our special visitors and guests, and all those that my Jewish Guild trip worked on them. I'm very happy that it worked, so welcome, and it's great to have you here with us. And as we welcome this Shabbat, we are going to start with our welcoming song, and tonight it's a bit different. It's not the usual Hine Ma Tov, because why not? And the song is Open Up Our Eyes.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we know that you are one. We will know that you are one.
May it be God's will that I will be privileged to receive this holy Shabbat with happiness and with joy, with song and with excitement. Protect me, O God, that no sadness or depression or anguish or worry will disturb my Shabbat. May I be happy with all my soul, with all my heart, and with all my strength. Let this happiness without limit encompass the world, your people Israel, me, my congregation, and all the people of Israel. And let us say, Amen. We are on page 120 with lighting of our candles, and tonight I ask Carol and Jennifer to light the candles for us.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. Jesus.
Try not to burn us down, would you?
Sorry.
Yeah, this building's burned down like 3 times before.
Okay, go ahead.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen.
Blessed are you, Adonai, God, sovereign of the universe, who us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Thank you. Beautiful. And may these lights will always guide us. We'll talk about lights today quite a lot. We are on page 127. Please join me in reading. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain, but on Shabbat we seek not to acquire but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, and day of peace. Please turn to page 138. We continue with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אליך מיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לילה דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור חברך מראש מקדם משוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי. אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נא. לך דודי יאללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יאללה יאללה בני שבת נקבלה.
Please rise.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה. טוב אמונה עם סגולה, בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לקראת כלה, יאללה 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 בני שבת נקבלה. Yalalai, yalalai, yalala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela.
Thank you. And please be seated. We are on page 140. Please join me in reading in English Psalm 92. A psalm is sung for Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-string harp, with voice and light together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai! How very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this. The righteous bloom like a date palm. They thrive like a seed in Lebanon, planted in the house of Adonai. They flourish in the courts of our God. In old age, they still produce fruit. They are full of sap and freshness, attesting that Adonai is upright, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. And we continue with Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Please rise. התקנל והתקדש מרבה, ועל מה תברך יוצא וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון יומכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יש מרבה מבורך, לעולם עולמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך והשתבח, ויתפאר ויתחומם ויתנשא ויתהדר, ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמר קודשה בריחו. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו Amen. Baruch Hu is on page 146.
Lai, la, lai, 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 lai. Lai, la, lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, la, lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, la, lai, 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 lai. Baruch Adonai המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. המבורך, המבורך לעולם ועד. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever, and praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. Please be seated. And as we witness Ma'ariv Aravim, when God brings on evening, we continue with our next melody of Ma'ariv Aravim. we do not continue with Melody of Maravim, and the rabbi will read it together with the congregation. Blessed are you, Adonai, God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoroughly arts the time and changes the seasons, arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name, ever-living God. May you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. On page 150, Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam Bet Yisrael Amecha Haveta Amcha Haveta Torah u'tzmivot Hukim u'mishpatim Otanu maveta Otanu madeta Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachvenu Uvkivenu na'asir bechukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נהגה יומם ולילה נהגה יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל אוהב עמו ישראל.
In different congregations, there are different traditions. Our sages taught us that we're supposed to be reciting Shema exactly as the same way we were before reciting the Shema. If I was walking on the street, then I would be standing. If you were sitting at the congregation, you would continue to sit. But there is a tradition, and there is a tradition. So please do as your heart desires as we continue on page 152 with reciting the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Leolam Vaed
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום לבביך, ושננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, ואתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Please be seated. Sing the song of man and woman joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, but now quiet and content. Her soldiers home to live no more. The song of the world redeemed, the song of peace. Mi Kamocha is on page 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נור תהילות אוסף אלי, נור תהילות אוסף אלי, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה מרים, ואלינו אמרו, אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך, לעולם ועד.
And it has been said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praise the you Adonai for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Israel. On page 106, I think it's one of the most favorite melodies at this congregation, the melody and the prayer of Hashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לך מדנו שומנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, לך מדנו שומנו לחיים. Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing, and I say don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu
God who is in heaven, protector and redeemer of Israel. At this time of turmoil, with internal strife and external threats, both at levels our beloved land has rarely seen before, bless the state of Israel, which has been a hint of hope of redemption. Return the land to unity of purpose and a sense of fellowship. Bring the hostages home, the soldiers back to their families, and the land to at least a functional calm. O God, shield our homeland beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise. Guide them with your good counsel. May they too remember to serve in the interest of all. Despite division and disagreement, and after one of the hardest years in all of her history, may this be a time when we find a way forward in healing and in justice, in shared service and in common purpose. May we merit, O God, the essence of your blessing, and may we unite with our brothers and sisters in Israel, so that the land will someday know a fullness of joy for all who dwell there. And let us say, Amen. And we continue on page 164 with Tfilat Amidah, the standing prayer. Would you please rise? Adonai sefata tiftach v'fi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah. האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת צרם. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה כל הצרב להושיע. מחלחל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומדום מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. We are on page 176. מודים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו, מגן נשינו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. We acknowledge with thanks that you are our Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wonders, deeds, and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. Our good one whose mercies never end, our compassionate one whose kindness never fails. We forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O Sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. our God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm your name and praise it in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shemcha, ulecha naheh lehodot. We continue on page 178 with a melody of Shalom Rav. Please be seated.
Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom, Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha tasim leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Let's take a moment for our private prayers and meditations, and then we will continue on the bottom of the page, 180. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי, ויוניבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We continue with Oseh Shalom.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל kol Israel.
May the one who makes peace in the high heavens make peace for us, for all Israel and all those who inhabit this earth. And let us say, Amen. And we move to page 371 to the prayer for healing. And there are names in our program of our loved ones, but if there are other names that you would like to mention, then please do so. Yes, please. Thank you.
Jeffrey Robinson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Richard Blumenthal.
Thank you. Thank you.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב. מי שברך אמותינו, שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל. May the ones who blessed our mothers, may the ones who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and be strengthened with the power of your love. מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב. מי שברך אמותינו, שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל. May the ones who blessed our mothers, may the ones who blessed our fathers, hear our prayers, hear our prayers, hear our prayers, hear our prayers, and bless us as well.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Just hope that all is okay. Sounds. I know. Let's hope that that's the only reason. So this coming Wednesday, we're going to celebrate Hanukkah. And as we're going to light on Wednesday night the first candle, we will step into the season where light will take, let's say, the center stage. And it will not be just in our homes, in our synagogue, but across the world. Because you all know that this year Hanukkah and Christmas will overlap, and the lights will mingle in the night sky. So for some, this might feel like a coincidence. It's just that calendar happened to be the same. But being a little bit spiritual, I see it as a divine invitation. In a way, it's a chance to reflect on the miracles of light in our world. the ways they continue to illuminate our lives. So I'm sure we all know the story of Hanukkah, right? Okay, let's do the game. I ask the question, you answer. I know that you're here. Do we know the story of Hanukkah? Thank you. But I will still tell you again. I will remind you, a small group of Jews, that they were underestimated, they were outnumbered. They fought not just for survival, but for the right to live as Jewish people in their land. And when the Maccabees came to the temple, they found it absolutely in horrible situation. It was desecrated, and the holiness of the place was stripped away. So yet, in all the trouble, they found that single jar of oil, and it was enough for one day. The oil burned for 8 days. A miracle that we celebrate with so much joy and with so much gratitude each year. But miracles, as we know, come in different ways, right? And they come in many forms. The oil wasn't just that only miracle back then. I would say that the real miracle was the courage of those who lit the menorah in the first place. Because remember what was happening outside of the temple? And they didn't wait until everything was perfect. They didn't wait to see that they won the war. They lit their light in the midst of uncertainty, in the midst of trouble, and they had that knowledge, the inner voice that spoke to them, that trust that something greater would carry them through that darkness. There is a Hasidic story, and it's about miracles. So a man approached a Rebbe, and he said, Rebbe, so in the Talmud, it says that in the old days there were miracles. The sea split, the oil burned for 8 days, the manna was falling from the sky. So where are the miracles in our days? The Rebbe smiled and replied, my son, the fact that you are standing here, the fact that you're asking me the question, the fact that you're searching for God, that is the miracle of our day. And it's so true, especially in our busy life, in our days, in our lives. We may not see jars of oil burning for 8 days, but if we will look closely, miracles are all around us. We just need to open our eyes and open our hearts to see them. Because think about it, the miracle of resilience. Do I need to remind you, my friends, about the past year that we all had, right? All the struggles that everyone has, and may it be in personal life, may it be in communal life all around the world. But yet, like Maccabees, we continue to walk, we keep going. And we rebuild our lives each time after a struggle. Then we have this miracle of connection because, again, menorahs and Christmas lights are going to shine side by side. And we're reminded that light doesn't belong to one faith or one tradition, it belongs to everyone. The lights of Hanukkah and the lights of Christmas speak different languages, but the message is the same message. The message of hope, the message of renewal, the message of promise of something greater. And in a world that often feels so divided, in a world that feels that there is no enough light, it's a reminder that we're all connected despite everything. And then, of course, despite everything, there is this miracle of small acts. Because as I mentioned, the story of Hanukkah begins with the miracle of one jar, but a humble start that blossomed into something really amazing and extraordinary. Because in our lives, small acts of kindness and courage have the power to have a very big and important effect. A world that becomes kinder, a helping hand or a shared moment of light with someone. It's something that we all share with our friends and neighbors. This Hanukkah, as we're going to light the menorahs, my hope is that we will all continue to be the light to the nations. But also, my hope is that each of us be the shamash, that helper candle, that light that will light all those around us. Because in the end, that's what Hanukkah teaches us, the power of light to transform darkness, the power of hope to sustain us, and the power of faith to inspire miracles, even now when everything feels so dark. And may this season of light fill our hopes, our hearts with hope, our homes with light, and may it remind us that miracles surround us every single day. And may it inspire us to be bearers of light, spreading the warmth and hope to whatever place we go. Shabbat Shalom and Chag Sameach. And sermon next week will be about different celebrations of Hanukkah in Israel and here, and will also be connected to lights, because it's a sermon that I wanted to talk about for years. So finally, hopefully, if nothing will happen, bli neder, next Friday, that will be the sermon. We are on page 586 with Aleinu. Who would like to open the ark? Jim? I need another person. Brad? Thank you. Would you all please rise? And as we almost at the end of our service and we move almost to the Mourner's Kaddish, we are on page 595 with Yesh Kochavim.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light, long, long after the star itself has gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember.
And tonight our thoughts turn to those who departed this earth in years past. And we think about our members and their loved ones. We remember Vadia Rachamim Avigdor, Adele Berlin, Lola Brookman, Leo Flashman, Adele Gordon, Irvin Grishman, Danielle Haftel, Israel Levine, Rami Levine, Ruth Novik, Lou Richardberg, Elaine Robles, James Rosenthal, Helen Rothman, Frieda Schwartz, Douglas Sell, Hyman Schlein, Ben Slosky, Irvin Sternberg, Doris Turnick, Betsy Abrams, Dabrowski Alex, Maurice Azralan, Lila Barth, Lena Ben Hamal, Charlotte Bennett, Anna Berkman, Irene Blackburn, Elsa Cohen, Carmen Delapi, Miriam Dorfman, Richard Einhorn, Robert Einhorn, Mildred Feldman, Harry Furtzig, Sophie Fischel, Marvin Fleischer, George Fried, David Gershitor, Robin Goodman, Maurice Hazen, Maurice Herman, Hyman Isaacson, Leonard Jacobs, Abraham Kahalis, Arthur Karsh, Renee Katz, Minnie Kegler, Sylvia Kowalski, Rose Kraft, Rita Kopetsky, Rebecca Laft, Harry Levine, Herman Levine, Norman Levine, Estelle Levy, Samuel Levine, Nathan Meister, Rachel Levadia, Frida Padua, Mayor Praker, Dr. Sidney Besitka, Edward Port, Babe Resnick, Elaine Richman, Jack Ryder, Harvey Rosen, Jen Ruff, Estelle Sachs, George Saltzman, Selber Schneider, Evelyn Troy, Dan Van Denmark, Abraham Wallace, Anita Weinstein, and Janet Weiss. And if there are any other names that you would like to mention, then please do so. Thank you. And of course, we think about all those who lost their lives in genocide and Holocaust all over the world, and all those who lost their lives in the war between Hamas and Israel. May their memories always be for a blessing. Kaddish is on page 598. Would you please rise? יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חיותה וימליך מלכותה, בחי חון וביום חון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהיה שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה ברכו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהיה שלום הרבה מן שמיא, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel and all over the world, and let us say amen. Please be seated, and I asked our president, Marilyn Blackhall, to tell us a few words of what's going on, and because a lot is going on. And I printed that, and then I saw that even more is going on, and it's on our program. So,
Oh, my goodness.
yes.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat
Shabbat shalom to our members. We have members who have not been here for a long time and who are back, and we welcome them. And we have people who were affiliated with this congregation many, many years ago and are back. And all of you and our Chai members and everyone is on Zoom. Welcome and Shabbat shalom. So there's a lot going on, there really is. And it's kind of hard to remember, so get your pencils up. No, you can't do that on Shabbat, but
You can, we're Progressive Synagogue.
I know. Anyway, on Saturday, December 21st at 1 p.m.
At
This-
10 in the morning, we're Bat Mitzvah.
Excuse me?
At 10 in the morning, we're in Bat Mitzvah tomorrow.
Oh, well, it doesn't say, but there's a bar mitzvah tomorrow. Oh, please look at your programs because there are some extra things, but there is a bar mitzvah tomorrow. On Saturday, December 21st, at 1 o'clock, there's something very interesting, and that is that the rabbi is going to go to the Children's Museum in Buccaneer Mall, which is, I think you all know, it's in the Havenside area, or some of you know. And the rabbi is going to read Hanukkah stories, and we're...
play games.
Yes, and activities, I was going to say that. Hanukkah stories and activities, so that would be very pleasant to go to. There is a fee for going into the museum. If there's anybody who has an issue with paying the fee, please let us know. We'll be more than glad to pay the fee. Wednesday, December 25th at 6 p.m., just a little ting, drop in to light the first candle, munch on sufganiyot, and share some cheer at Lilienfeld House. So that'll be fun just to kind of drop in, and then you can go off to dinner or go and do whatever you'd like. On Friday, December 27th at 6:30, we're having Shabbat services, followed by the best of all the year, a Latka Oneg, to welcome, and we're going to welcome home Emily Morley-Sell, and with her parents, Nathan and Michael. So I think Katina will be very happy for that. And Saturday, December 28th, Hanukkah in Wonderland. Dress in holiday attire for a fun social event in Lilienfeld House, and RSVP, please. There is a donation if you're able to do it of only $18, but come anyway regardless. And then there's even more. On Monday, December 30th at 6:30, join Rabbi Margolis at the Weston Frenchman's Reef as she's going to be lighting the candles there for the 6th night of Hanukkah. So I think if I haven't covered everything, please look at the program. Please if you're here, please be part of all of this. And again, Shabbat Shalom. Have a wonderful week until we come together again next Friday night.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom. And between all these events that Marilyn mentioned, there's also, I think, every single day and on Thursday, 2 bar mitzvahs. So definitely very, very busy time of the year here. And it's really joyful to see everyone back here on the island. So it really makes a very, very big difference. So please come and be with us. We are with our final song for tonight, which we sang before. It has a very, very special meaning, a very special connection to all of us. Would you like to say a few words, Luba, about it?
Sure. The words are very simple, so if you'd like to sing along, I will build, well, there's a Hebrew text, so I'll sing that. Join me if you would like to. Olam Hesed Yibaneh. And then the English translation is, I will build this world from love. That repeats. You must build this world from love. That repeats. And if we build this world from love, God will build this world from love. So it's all a variation on build this world from love. Olam Hesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadadai, Yadadai. Olam Hesed Yibaneh, Yadadai, Yadadai. Olam Hesed Yibaneh, Yadadai. I will build this world from love. And you must build this world from love. And if we build this world from love, God will build this world from love.
Amen. Beautiful. יברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישים לך shalom. May God bless you and keep you always. May God make shine face on you and be gracious to you always. May God turn face towards you and give you peace. And most importantly, may you always feel God's presence within you. Shabbat Shalom. Please join us for Kiddush at Lilienfeld. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Shabbat Shalom.